If there's one thing I've learned in my 32 years on this planet, it's that life is about collecting experiences. It's simply it's like very simple. We're here to collect experiences and to file them away in our subconscious. And what we can do is we can refer to the experiences that brought us the most joy or the most fulfillment and use that as a reference point to move into the unknown, what we haven't experienced yet. And the unknown is a very, very wide open space. And what I'm talking about here is intentionality. I'm talking about being aware that you have the power and the choice in every given moment to navigate yourself into a direction, because you are an energetic being, and to be aware of your energy is of utmost importance, especially today, because everybody's vying for your energy. And if you can really become aware of it and disciplined enough to wield it in a responsible way, then you can really make great strides in any direction you choose. And what I'm proposing in this video is that by collecting experiences, we can reflect on those experiences that we've had, that we've accumulated, and we can determine which experience was the best overall. And we can look at our energetic state when we were in that experience, and we can continue to hold that same energy when we attracted that experience. This is how you manifest, this is how you grow as a person, is that there are like increments. You maybe start in mediocre or subpar experiences that have a lot of issues that are very problematic. And by slowly honing and choosing different things in your life, you change those experiences into something better. You alchemize them. We're all doing this every single day in every waking moment. We're all automatically doing this, and very few people are aware of it. That's the issue, is that very few people are aware that they actually have this power, that in every moment they are attracting different experiences to them based on their energy. So to become aware of your energy is essentially the most important task you have here on this planet, because that determines the quality of the experiences that you attract. So what I'm really getting at here is that we're collecting experiences. If you can picture like a line, this is what we've experienced, and this is what we haven't experienced. There's a huge unknown. And so what you can do is you can really be like an architect, or you can prune, you can like change your behaviors in incremental ways in order to attract better and better experiences into your life through your choices. So I don't recommend overhauling your entire life all at once. I mean, you can, but that would be like plunging yourself into the unknown. You would just be in a completely random situation, and you wouldn't know what you were going to get. It could be anything. It could be very, very good or very, very bad. And if you're a risk taker, that might be really appealing to you. But I'm more inclined naturally to adjust my behavior very incrementally. And, for example, like diet. how does this one food make me feel? Okay, well, how does this other food make me feel? And which do I prefer? And which do I prefer at this time of day or in this unique situation? Or another example, when I'm outside in this space, how do I feel? Or when I go to gym, how do I feel? Or we're constantly monitoring, based on our experiences, how we feel and what is actually changing in our reality based on those experiences. So, for example, I go to gym, I start to gain muscle. Okay, now I'm attracting better looking people into my life because they're attracted to me gaining muscle. So you see how it works? It's like most people live this way very intuitively. They don't speak it out loud. I'm just speaking it out loud here because I think it's helpful. It can be helpful if that's the way you think. And I think to be aware of this process is actually very helpful because you're not just doing things randomly at that point. Like most people are just chasing their tails and they're making all these impulsive decisions and oftentimes repeating decisions that brought them very bad results, and they're doing this over and over again and they're not realizing that they're actually the one doing it. A lot of people are just blind to the fact that they're actually the ones in control. They have the power, and by continually choosing certain experiences that are negative, like that was based on your energy. That was based on what you were giving out to the world. It was just, those negative experiences were just a mirror to what your energetic frame was. So if you want to change your life in a positive direction, you simply just change your energy. That's the bottom line. You change your energy, and so you attract better experience into your life, and you prune away, changing your behavior incrementally so that you attract better and better into your life. And here's the thing, it can always be better. If you're satisfied with where you are, that's great. You can continue to hold that energy and continue to attract that situation into your life. But if you want better, better is always available. That's one of the rules, that's one of the truths of our reality, is that better is always available, but it exists in the unknown. So in order to it's like unlocking. It's like unlocking a video game character. Like, you unlock this version of yourself that attracted that better circumstance into your life, but it's in the unknown. We're not aware of it yet. All we have as a reference point is what we've already experienced. So we look at what we've already experienced, we decide what experience was most fulfilling to us, and we determine what was our energetic state when we received that experience. And so it's really that simple. It's like an equation. It's like, okay, I can be in that energetic state and I can continue to receive that experience as much as I want. This is a very high level manifestation. It's like, but in order for this to be possible in your reality, you have to believe that it's possible. You have to believe that you're the one that is bringing about the change, and that it's not somebody outside of yourself or some force, some invisible force that is determining your experience. You have to go within and understand that it's you. You are the one that is creating the experiences in your life, and once you accept that, you can really be more aware of what you're doing in every moment, and you can make your life a masterpiece through this process. This is a surefire way to continually expand into better realities. I want everybody to pay attention to what I'm saying, because I think this is like the magic. This is like the distilled magic of life, is understanding this process and becoming a master of it. and becoming so acutely aware of your energy to the point that you know what each of these micro decisions or choices during your day is going to, how each of these choices is going to reflect in your energy. So I'm at a point where I'm very intentional about what I eat, what I consume, how often I work out, like who am I around, etc. And I've noticed in my own life that my life continues to get better because I've come to this understanding, and I'm not fighting against reality. I'm not pointing the finger at somebody else saying, oh, that's the reason why, okay, that person wronged me, so essentially I'm doomed. Like, I have no way out because that person wronged me. Now I'm basically ruined for life. I can't recover. No. I refuse to play the victim. I just move forward. I use my past experiences as a reference point. I select which experience was the most fulfilling. I replicate that energy state within myself, and I obtain that experience as much times as I want. And I make incremental small adjustments to my behavior in a direction that I think is positive, and I unlock even better experiences. That's the formula. That's how I live, and that's what I'm sharing here in this video. So if you resonated with this, please give it a like, please comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel because I love making this kind of content, and I will be making more videos in the future along the same lines. So thanks. Bye.